Happy Crotchen Day. It's a little past my bedtime. I know you can see that. I also just had a hot flash, so I'm feeling a little flushed. So even though I have tired face, I feel like I have a nice color at the moment. Leland is sleeping behind me in her little... Oh no, she left. Okay. I have something for you. I didn't mail it on time, so here's what I'm going to do instead. Oh, she's asking to come in. Excuse me. Come on. Let's go. Come in. I have something to do. Yes, you can join me because my roommate can't be near you because she's allergic to you, but she can enjoy you through a screen. So come on up. Girl time. Let's go. Come say hi. Leland. This is my tiny little kitty. I have jammies on, extra large sweatshirt. Ready? We're doing something. It's fitting that she's here. It's girl time. Right? She's purring. She's excited about it too. So I got something for you, and I didn't mail it in time. I had high intentions of. So instead, we're going to do this, show and tell. Happy Crotchen Day, Roommate. It's a story about Bob Ross, and it's in reverse. So I'm going to have to read it to you. I've not read it yet. It might be a few minutes. This little golden book belongs to my roommate. See proof of the intentions. Bob Ross. Robert Norman Ross was born on October 29th, 1942 in Daytona Beach, Florida. His mother, Ollie, taught him to love and respect wildlife. Bob learned that to make friends with trees, all he had to do was talk to them. Growing up in Florida, Bob would find and take care of injured animals, including snakes, squirrels, and armadillos. Once his parents found him nursing an alligator back to health in their bathtub. Bob's father, Jack, was a carpenter. When Bob was in 9th grade, he decided to quit school and train to be a carpenter too. While working with his father, Bob lost the tip of his left index finger in an accident. Doesn't appear that they put the... Anyway, Bob decided that woodworking wasn't for him. Must have been the finger. He joined the United States Air Force when he was 18 and shortly afterward was sent to live on a base in Alaska. Alaska's dramatic landscape and snow-capped mountains were unlike anything Bob had seen before. This is his left hand. It's not reflecting the injury. Who edited this book? I'll have to find that out later. Illustrator, Jeff Crowther. I think Jeff and I have to have a little conversation. Inspired by his surroundings, Bob took his first painting class in Alaska. Though he enjoyed painting, he was frustrated by his teachers, who preferred abstract art to realism. Bob wanted to learn how to paint a tree that actually looked like a tree. One day, while watching TV, Bob discovered a show called The Magic of Oil Painting. The host, a German painter named William Alexander, who lived in Bob's home state of Florida, completed a landscape painting during each 30-minute episode while explaining his technique. Bob was fascinated. I cannot control the background noise. There's a Bruins game on. Bill Alexander used an oil painting technique called alla prima, or the first attempt in Italian, also known as wet on wet. This approach allows artists to finish paintings quickly by applying new layers of paint without waiting for previous layers to dry. Bob kept watching Bill's shows, and he practiced the wet-on-wet technique until he mastered it. Before long, Bob was painting landscapes on the backs of gold panning tins and selling them for $25 a piece. In 1981, Bob retired from the Air Force as a master sergeant and moved back to Florida to study in person with Bill Alexander. Bob even joined Bill's company as a traveling instructor. In one of Bob's painting workshops, he met Annette Kowalski. Annette saw his talent and knew he could be a big success. That's Annette. Wait a minute. Annette and her husband became Bob's business partners. Together with Bob's wife, Jane, they started Bob Ross Inc., launching a line of paints and brushes. Although Bob's hair was naturally straight, he saved money on haircuts by getting a perm. I had no idea. A curly hairstyle that can last a long time. I'll say. He didn't really like the look, but it became the company's logo, so he never changed it. At first, the company struggled. Bob's shopping mall painting classes attracted only small audiences. Annette bought local newspaper ads and even set up a telephone hotline to generate buzz. Eventually, their big break came in the form of a TV show. Oh, sorry. Perm. The Joy of Painting first aired on January 11th, 1983 on PBS. That was the first year I got a perm too, in Arizona. My parents didn't recognize me when I got off the plane. True story. Over the next 11 years, including into 1992, Bob would film 403 episodes. In each, he stood in a dark room with a blank canvas, with a smudge here and a palette knife scraped it. Come in.
Hi, are you on the phone?
No, I'm reading a YouTube video. Would you like to join in?
Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
I was going to ask, is the mac and cheese in the fridge good to eat, or is that done?
I think it might be not so good anymore. Sorry, it was there for 3 days. We're discussing mac and cheese.
Who's this for?
This is for my roommate. It's Crotchen Day.
Crotchen Day?
Today's Crotchen Day. Can you please say Happy Crotchen Day to her?
I have chocolate on my face. Hi.
Happy Crotchen Day.
Happy Crotch Day.
Crotchen.
Happy Crotch Day. Happy Crotch Day. I'll throw it out.
Guest star. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
That's my girl. I'll start this page again. Okay, yeah, let's read this page again. The Joy of Painting first aired on January 11th, 1983 on PBS. Over the next 11 years, Bob would film 403 episodes. In each, he stood in a dark room with a blank canvas. With a smudge here and a palette knife scrape there, he'd bring an imaginary landscape scene to life in half an hour. "30 minutes. But the Joy of Painting wasn't just about the masterpieces Bob created. It was about sharing the experience with his viewers. He believed that anyone could be an artist and that art should be accessible to everyone. Leland. You can paint. On his show, he used just 13 paint colors and only a handful of tools. What? Alizarin crimson, bright red, Indian yellow, sap green, yellow ochre, and tallow blue. PHTHALO blue. Hey, he didn't put the Van Dyke brown on there. Like Bill Alexander, Bob explained his process step by step so that viewers could paint along with him, but many people tuned in simply to watch Bob and to listen to his calm, soothing voice as he painted his happy little trees. Script liner. Used for fine details like twigs. That's this brush. 2-inch brush, perfect for painting skies and trees. The fan brush, ideal for making forests. The palette knife, great for forming mighty mountains and riverbanks. Bob remained an animal lover his entire life. No wonder we love him. Occasionally, animals that Bob was helping to rehabilitate appeared on his show. These included a baby raccoon, a fawn, an owl named Hoot, original, and perhaps the most famous of all, Peapod the squirrel. I don't remember these animals. Do you remember? The joy of painting is considered to be the most popular art show in history. People from all over the country. Oh, sorry. Bob remained an animal lover his entire life. Occasionally, animals that Bob... The joy of painting is considered to be the most popular art show in history. People from all over the country and the world turned on their televisions and tuned to Bob for inspiration. I get it. Bob died on July 4th, 1995. But his legacy lives on. Today, there are more than 3,000 official Bob Ross instructors worldwide. And although he never received recognition from the art world during his lifetime, you can now find some of his paintings in the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History's permanent collection. Are you aware? I gotta come see. Bob Ross didn't just teach people how to paint. He taught people how to believe they could paint. So the next time you need a little encouragement, just think of Bob's friendly voice saying, "You can move mountains. You can do anything." Wait. You can do anything. I love you. Happy Crotchen Day. Mwah. Bye, roommate.